When Gary and I were talking about having kids, I had this whole idea of how my kids are gonna look like, the way they're gonna behave, what they're gonna say, how I'm gonna be the super fun mom and I won't have to raise my voice. And we are going to travel and my kids were just gonna listen and obey. And you know, my life is not gonna change at all, like at all. Just like in the magazines. And then we had kids.
And it's Monday, and it's time to wake up. Yeah.
And I feel like the universe and people around me didn't prepare me for this stage in my life. But I've also learned with the years that no one will ever be able to prepare you. No one will ever tell you that you're gonna pee your pants when you jump. No one told me that I'll have to rearrange every single day around my children. No one told me that I'm gonna be having chicken fingers every single meal or have the leftovers of chewed up food that they all of a sudden decided they don't feel like swallowing. These are the things I wish I would have known. You become a slave, for real, you become a slave. You completely rearrange your days around their activities. Even if you fight it in your head and you give all these excuses and you like make it look like you're not a slave, you are. So my days really revolved around, oh, they have martial arts, they have art classes, they have this. Obviously, we now have help at home, so we kind of have another person that can help us out. But honestly, the amount of like rearranging that we do is mind-blowing. Is it necessary? No, but this is 21st century parenting. Your weekends are gone. No more weekends. You know how everyone at the office are like, oh my God, today is Friday. I'm like, oh my God, today is Friday. Because every kid on this planet Earth have their birthdays on Saturday at 8 a.m., Saturday at 12 p.m., Saturday at 3 p.m., Saturday at 6 p.m., Saturday at 9 p.m., and then you crash. And then that goes same for Sundays. You break all your rules. Everything you told yourself you're gonna stand by, all your values, your morals, your rules, it all goes flushing down the toilet once these children are there looking at you and saying, Mommy, please. You can't resist. With food, it's kind of the same thing. I feel like probably 3 times a week, I'm deciding that, you know what, this is what I'm gonna make for dinner, and if they don't wanna eat it, it's fine. But then I know that when they go to sleep hungry, they're gonna be whining, and then they want a snack, and then they want a cheese string, and then they want a milk, and then they want apple. So I'm basically breaking my own rules, and I'm making them chicken fingers, and then I'm ending up eating chicken fingers 6 times a week. So your body does things you would have never thought a human body can do. So not only you going through this process of carrying a child and growing a child inside of your stomach, but also all these other stuff are starting to shift and move. Bones are moving, things are cracking, some leakage happens. And then you go through this amazing experience and this child is out there in the world and you think that's it. You think it's done. My body's gonna go back to its harmonious state. And then hair loss, night sweats, you pee when you sneeze, you pee when you jump, you pee when you skip, you pee when you go down the stairs. Your nipples hurt. They feel like they're gonna fall out. I'm not even gonna mention the obvious like stretch marks and loose skin and just things that just never went back to the way they used to be. So, for my 3rd pregnancy with Maxie, I decided to document the actual body transformation that I've went through. It was such an amazing experience. And yes, although all the things that I've mentioned are probably not the place you want to find yourself in, but you are also so aware and empowered by your strength and your resilience. And you walk around honestly feeling like the queen. Conversations will change. All of a sudden, it's no longer, hi Valeria, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. It's, hi Valeria, how's the kids? Is everyone good? Is everyone sick? Is everyone healthy? Where's Ben going to school? What kind of programs do they do? And then it's like, you don't matter. And it's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Ask me how I am. And you think that it ends there. You think that it's only the people that you see and your friends only ask about the kids, but it's also pops out at date nights when it's like, Gary, you and I really need time just alone, one-on-one. And then we sit down, we start looking at pictures of the kids, and then we start talking about what they've been doing this week. Did you see the letter that he showed us today? Did you hear about his new friend? Did you see how he folded his socks today? We are so proud. This sums up your life. I broke the pattern and I found this one friend who doesn't have kids, but she is a pediatric doctor. So guess what we're talking about at dinner? Children. And then there's mom guilt. It's like this new organ that you acquire once you push this baby out to the world that is just very big and takes over everything else in your body, especially your brain. And you can't help but constantly feel like you're not doing enough. You're not spending enough time with them. They're not eating healthy enough. There's not organic bananas today, so you suck as a mom. Every victory that you might get as a person on your own or in your career, it really equates to nothing, because then you look at the time that you could have spent with the kids rather than working or doing anything for yourselves. But honestly, I feel like we are lucky today. There are much more conversations today about mom guilt, about how we need to start controlling it and not being so hard on ourselves. I even look back at, my childhood. My mom was a single mom and she was working and she had a life, and it was fabulous to watch it. And I've never felt like I didn't have enough of her. So I'm trying to remind myself that every single day when I do something, that it is for the kids, that I am portraying to them an example of women around the world that can be whatever they want. And some days that great pep talk works. Most days it doesn't, but you do what you can. Honestly, I don't mean to scare you, but I want you to be a little bit scared, because that little bit of scared will get you prepared a little bit better. You're still not gonna know what the hell you're doing, but at least you'll be like, Valeria did mention it. This is the most rewarding, the most amazing, the most important thing I've ever done in my life, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope it didn't scare you too much. It is the most amazing experience in the world. To watch 10 ways how to make yourself happier, click here.